Alright, what's up guys? Constantine here. Another week down, another top 10, top 11. Really excited about this one actually because this one ties into a lot of trail systems. I believe its origin story started on the Appalachian Trail and it kind of grew from there. So yeah, just to get right into it, this top 10, top 11, this top 10 video is about blazes. And when we say blazes, to define what that is a little bit before we go too into it, a blaze usually refers to a mark on a tree. That could be with a paint mark, that could be with an axe, that could be something on a tree that is telling you you are on the right trail. So Appalachian Trail, you hear white blazes a lot because that's the blaze marking and showing you the path and that you're on the right trail system. So let's get into it. Blazes, top 10. First one, we already talked about it, white blaze. Everybody, it seems, within the hiking community knows what a white blaze is because 99.9% of the time, if you hear white blaze, it is going to refer to specifically the Appalachian Trail. And actually, I don't know if we've personally ever heard a white blaze referred to another trail system. It's almost specifically AT themed. And what the white blaze refers to is that paint mark on a tree, on a signpost, on the road. There are white blazes all throughout that 2,200 miles that let you know you're going in the right direction, you're still on the trail. And it can be every 5 feet sometimes, or it could be every 50 yards. But the white blazes are very, very frequent on the Appalachian Trail, and they put the path out in front of you, and you follow white blazes. You blaze through the white blazes on trail. So, number one, white blazes. Number two, this is also a term that refers to just more than the Appalachian Trail. This is blue blazes, and this context has a little bit as well. So I think it began on the Appalachian Trail, not positive, but a blue blaze usually refers to a side trail off to a vista or a viewpoint, or a blue blaze might be an alternate bad weather trail on the Appalachian Trail. And blue blaze has grown. It doesn't really just refer to the Appalachian Trail. Now you'll hear hikers say blue blaze on the PCT or the CDT. Not as frequently again. If they're coming right off the AT, they might refer to it that way. Then it grows to just be named alternate or something like that. But a blue blaze usually refers to a side trail. A side trail leading somewhere. A side trail that might reconnect to the main trail. But it is a side trail leading somewhere. So blue blaze, you might find water there sometimes, but most of the time it's just a side trail to a vista, viewpoint, side trail just to take a side trail. Different trails, different blue blazes. Number three, most frequent blaze terminology. That is yellow blaze. Not a great connotation around yellow blaze. Usually in the hiking community, if you hear someone referred to as a yellow blazer, it's not in the kindest of terms. And a yellow blazer in that context refers to somebody that hitchhikes or skips miles. Hence yellow blazing, following the yellow lines on the road. Again, I think it grew from the Appalachian Trail, but it has transitioned into every trail system. PNT, IAT, we're going to touch on that more actually. PNT, CDT, PCT, all over the place. If you're a yellow blazer on those trails, it's not the kindest of terms that you want to hear going around. So yellow blazing, not good in that context. Good, I also touched on this, good in the context of the IAT, Ice Age Trail. Yellow blazing on there is actually the blazes that you follow, the blazes on the trail system, the blazes that you're road walking because that is the trail. On the Ice Age Trail, the yellow blaze is the trail. So if you're a yellow blazer on the Ice Age Trail in the context of you're following the trail markers, great. If you're a yellow blazer on the Ice Age Trail and skipping miles, not so great. So yellow blaze, it's a frequent term. You'll hear it a lot and it has not a great connotation to it because it's skipping miles. So yellow blaze, that's what that one's about. Number four, we keep going back to the AT, but this is where most people are. So this is where the most ingenuity comes out of hikers, it feels like. So number four is green blaze. Do we have to describe what that is? Green blaze is people that smoke their way down trail. Not nicotine. I think everybody can get the gist from there. So green blaze is referring to those people that go a few miles, take a smoke break. Go a few miles, take a smoke break. Or it might just be a smoke break in camp, but they're blazing their way down the trail in every sense of the word. So they're double blazers, if you know what we mean. So green blaze, again, started on the AT, at least the terminology. grown into every trail system. We've hiked with many green blazers and awesome people, great people, but they were blazing in both senses of the word down the trail. So green blaze is number 4. Number 5, also a fun one, brown blaze. It's exactly what it sounds like. It is brown blazing your way down the trail. And usually this refers to privy stops, so it is going to have a higher connotation for the Appalachian Trail. A brown blazer is hiking their way down the trail, blazing their way down the trail to the next spot they can take a load off. Another double meaning for you. So they're hiking from brown blaze to brown blaze, and usually that brown blaze comes in the form of a privy. Sometimes it comes in the form of an epic viewpoint, but they're brown blazing their way down the trail. And it's a fun term. It grew a lot in the hiking community on the Appalachian Trail because you might hit a privy every 4 miles, 5 miles. Maybe not that frequently, but it feels like a lot. So you have the opportunity to be a privy pooper if you want to. And we hinted at it, and then we just said it straight out. So privy pooper, brown blazer, same thing. Number 6, gold or platinum blazer. And this refers to a high roller. They're sitting at that blackjack table, putting hundos out there. This refers to somebody on trail that money's not an issue for them. They're not going into town and thinking, okay, I need to split a room to save costs. They're not going into town and saying, okay, maybe I might do one cheap meal and then do a cheap resupply. They're not going into the grocery store and being like, okay, I want to stay underneath this budget for this resupply. I might not get my favorite thing because this town is charging way more than any other town. So a gold or platinum blazer, they're going to be swiping that plastic, and they might even be carrying bars of gold. Who knows? We haven't seen that, but it might be out there. So gold and platinum blazer is somebody that money's not an issue for them on trail. That's great. It's but there's also a name for it. So we've had buddies that have been this way, and it's a different trail vibe. It's a different trail experience, and that's what they're looking for out of it, and that's a great way to go and do trail. But they're going to be high rollers on trail, and they're going to be platinum blazing their way down trail. So that is number 6. Number 7, red blaze. Not as frequent as a term. You hear it every so often, but a red blaze means you are blazing your way down trail while you're injured, and that injury can come in any sense of this term. It refers to bleeding. To be a red blazer, you don't necessarily have to have a cut. You could have a contusion, you could have a foot problem, you could have a head problem. We have a head problem. That's why we do all this stuff. But yeah, we digressed. So red blaze is the fact that you're hiking injured, but you're still getting after those miles, still getting after that trail system, and you're going to keep blazing your way down there. You're red blazing through. And it's like we said, it's not as prevalent as a term. You might hear it thrown around every so often. In the last few years, we've heard it thrown around, maybe can count it on 2 hands. It's not that frequent, but it is a type of blaze, and that's why it made the list. So that is number 7. Number 8. Also, I don't know, Aurora might be another trail for this, but number 8 is almost specifically for the Appalachian Trail. This is aqua blazing. Aqua blazing is when you decide to replace trail miles for miles on a raft or a canoe or a kayak or some type of flotation device that you're going forward down trail, and where you connect back to trail is forward on the physical path of trail, but you did those miles on the water, hence aqua. So that is aqua blazing, and the Appalachian Trail has the Shenandoah River that people aqua blaze and choose to do river miles instead of trail miles. The ATC recognizes it as a through hike still, so it's an option out there. Again, I don't know if there's other trails. PCT, I wouldn't think so. CDT, I wouldn't think so. Maybe the Aurora. I've heard rumor that you can aqua blaze on the Aurora to get from the north to south island. If that rumor is true, leave a comment. Not specific or positive on that. We've kind of postponed our Aurora dreams, at least for next year, because we got way too much. But diverge, aqua blaze means you're doing miles, blazing on the water. Not the double connotation of blazing from number 4, green blazer, but blazing on the water, doing miles. Number 9, this one should be used more frequently. This is orange blaze. An orange blaze refers to you are walking through hunting territory. You should be cognizant of the territory you're moving through, of the people around you, of that land being used for hunting. You will hear the shots. You should be having some type of orange on. Just a safety measure, guys. I know sometimes us hikers want to look weird. We want to represent the colors we want to represent. We want to hike the way we want to hike, but in these places that may not see a lot of hikers, not so much PCT, not so much CDT, but once you start getting into the Ice Age Trail, once you start getting into the Natchez, places like that are going to have more hunters and hikers, and they expect people in that type of terrain to recognize that they're in hunting territory and hence wear orange. It can be extremely dangerous. We like to joke, we like to have fun, but orange blazing, not really a joking matter. Be safe, be respectful of the hunters around you, the land around you, and do what's right. You can rep some orange colors real quick. That's why some of our shorts have orange colors, but rep some orange because you don't want to be mistaken for a deer. You're walking quickly. Sometimes you scramble and kind of root around for roots or other vegetation to eat because you're super hungry, so that looks very deer-like. Don't be a deer, be a hiker. Number 10, we actually love this one and I've experienced it so many times. Silk Blaze. Silk Blaze refers to when you are the first one awake out of camp, you are the first one on trail that day. You are the first one breaking spider webs for everybody behind you, and it is immense how many spider webs there are. There's been a mile that we have literally just been wiping our face that entire mile because every footstep, new spider web. So you're silk blazing down the trail. There's been times that we've thrown our pack down after a mile or two and we're just like, we got to take a breather. The miles are easy, the physical part's easy, but like our face feels like it is covered in cobwebs right now. So silk blazing, it's going to become a regularity if you are the first one out of camp, or sometimes if somebody got out in front of you an hour or two earlier, sometimes if it's still early morning, those spiders will start spinning their webs quickly and you will still be silk blazing. So silk blazing, it's a thing. It's on the list. Number 10. All right, guys, time for secret number 11. And we had to put this on there because it is a frequent term used. It's not the most politeness of terms. I guess it is polite because it's not too specific. But this term, it's a two-parter. Number 11 is banana blazing and pink blazing. Yeah, I think you guys can get the gist. If not, these videos are meant to describe it, so we'll describe it. Banana blazing is when a woman will change her pace to hike with a man because she is banana blazing down that trail. Not going to describe that anymore because those two and two, what we've described so far, should be able to go together. And on the other side of that, pink blazing is when a man changes his pace to hike with a woman because, again, not going to describe it too much, but you get the gist. So that actually is a frequent term. We've heard that on almost every trail system that there's been hikers because it's a fun term to use. It's a funny name and it's a funny image that gets brought up in your head. And I know you guys are having that image right now too. It's fun, it's laughable, and we have put it on the list because it is frequent. We put it at 11 because we didn't want to dirty that list up too much. Nah, it's all good. Hikers are dirty. We're dirty people. So that is secret number 11. Well, guys, another top 10 video down. We have 3 more until trail this year. Got about 3 weeks left. So yeah, our body and mind, we're getting ready for those miles. We are getting ready for those miles, but we love doing this. Our mind and our rambles about trail is just really, really fun as we're getting close to trail. So thank you all for watching. We love hearing from you. So whatever feels right, if you want to holler at us, give us a holler. And yeah, really hope you enjoyed it. And if you want to see behind the scenes with this underneath a month-long window left, head on over to our Patreon page. And there you will be able to see the behind the scenes of what has gone into this journey, what has gone into this preparation, what has gone into the past 5-6 years, what has gone into 2021, 8,000 miles on trail. A lot's going on. So we've already described that many times. Threw it back up there. And yeah, if you want to check out gear made by thru hikers for thru hikers and everybody in the outdoor community, head on over to 11 Skies. And our sale just ended, but you can still get our gear. You can still rep all 11 National Scenic Trails, still rep the 11 Skies, and wear some Hunter Orange Blaze, or you can wear the Midnight line. And we're actually in another production run with some more pants and shorts for y'all. The pants we're really looking forward to. They got some cool colors. We're not going to give you too many hints yet. But yeah, check out 11 Skies if you wish. And another list, guys. Whew, we are getting there. We are getting to 2021 hiking season. We hope you all enjoyed it as much as we're anticipating it as well and going to enjoy it. So, cool. Peace.